Coming up, we'll hit the ice with the men's hockey team and new head coach Jay Pandolfo. Athletic Director Drew Marichello checks in with BU Hall of Famer Marie-Philippe Poulin. Then we'll try and catch up with the fastest student athletes on Comm Ave, the sprinters of the Boston University track and field team. All that and more coming your way on BU Terriers Unleashed.
Inside to Marin Durant, strong post move. Johnson takes it all the way, coast to coast, that one's good.
And finds Giannaris on the side for the Terriers. Maggie Pina, Euro steps to the basket. What a shot by Maggie Pina. And Weimer makes the basket as she's fouled.
High expectations for the BU women's hoop team, as for the first time in program history, they came into the 2022-23 season as the favorites to win the Patriot League.
You know, we really spoke about that in the beginning of the year, to not let it affect us and put pressure on us, you know, to use it as something of a confidence where, hey, we've gained the respect from the conference.
Like, it's a great accomplishment, a great feeling to know that people think so highly of us, but there's a lot of work to be done still to prove kind of why we're the #1 team, but not only to others, but really to ourselves.
Every day, it's one day at a time, one game at a time, one opponent at a time.
One of the primary reasons for the preseason optimism are the 5 seniors who lead this group, 4 of whom are captains. Among them are Team MVP and 2022 First-Team All-Patriot League guard, Sydney Johnson.
I think we're just a pretty cool group. I think, one, because we're all so different in terms of, you know, how we choose to lead and how we choose to interact with our teammates and each other in a way that I think helps our team and like builds chemistry and builds good culture.
As much as we have invested in each other, we're trying to show that as an example for the younger kids, just bringing them up and really knowing like, hey, you got to buy in, and it's really hard work, but you know, it pays off in the end.
Roster depth is another big factor pushing this team higher, with freshman forward Sam Crisp and senior guard Liz Sheehan stepping up all season long to provide key minutes off the bench.
Another 3 try. That's good. Liz Sheehan.
I think it's been really nice to go deep into my roster where I can have fresh bodies in. We've been able to press a little bit more this year, which is something that we really want to work on throughout Patriot League, things like that. So a kid like Sam, who's a freshman for us, who's been playing big minutes.
Sends that one inside to Crisp on the roll. Beautiful play there.
A kid like Liz off the bench is given really good minutes, shooting 50% from 3.
Over to Sheehan on the wing for 3. That's good.
Just the depth and knowing that every person is a threat is something really special.
Maggie Pina from the corner, deep 3, and good!
You know, our biggest thing in really stressing to them, can we continue on this path and improve as we go and get better and get ready for Patriot League play?
As the calendar turns to 2023, the Patriot League schedule begins. And after a disappointing end to last season, the goal is now very clear, especially for this veteran group. They want the championship.
Sydney Johnson answers.
I'm expecting us to just, again, continue to work and continue to build kind of on the momentum we've created in the non-conference schedule.
We were 1 game out from winning the regular season last year. We have to win the games we're supposed to win, and we have to treat every opponent equally. I think they're all, like I said, just on the same page of what is our common goal, and that's to win a championship at the end of the day. So just them working together, celebrating each other, and just really having fun with it.
Coming up, we drop the puck with new men's head coach Jay Pandolfo and find out what's driving the team's success so far this season when BU Terriers Unleashed continues. Don't look now, but lacrosse season is coming. So welcome back, your 2022 Patriot League champions, the Boston University Terriers. The BU men's team opens their season on the road February 11th at the University of Vermont, along with the home opener March 4th against Colgate. Here are a few other key dates to circle on your calendar. The women's lacrosse team starts their season at home at Nickerson Field on February 11th. And here are a few other important matchups to mark down on their schedule. So yeah, let's go Terriers! Halfway through their season, new head coach Jay Pandolfo and the men's hockey team are finding success, as well as a top 10 national ranking.
Big win, Pando, first one as head coach.
You know, if you told me before the start of the year that it would be 11-5 going into the break, I'd probably be happy with it.
We've had the toughest schedule in the country, and our coach has been telling us all year long to treat every game, kind of the same. Whether we play the best team in the country or a team that's not ranked, we're going to come out with the same mindset and the same mentality. And I think we've done a great job of that in the first half, and hopefully we keep that going forward the rest of the season.
You want to play the best competition in the country. At the end of the day, in the long run, it's only going to help us playing these good teams because it prepares us for what playoff hockey's like. It gives you confidence moving into the second semester, especially when you start getting into that playoff run.
Drop pass to Brown. Brown's going to get a shot away, and he scores!
Along with a core group of upperclassmen led by Dominic Fensore and senior forward Matt Brown, it's the emergence of several freshmen that have been powering the Terriers so far.
Scores! Lane Hudson, the freshman, wins the game in overtime.
Brothers Lane and Quinn Hudson, plus forward Ryan Green, have given BU impressive roster depth and balanced scoring.
We have a lot of depth. We have some veteran players that have been around and played college hockey, and they've done a good job helping our younger guys. And I think our younger guys have come in and played really well, and I think that pushes our older guys. So I think there's that internal competition that helps our group. The freshmen have come in and they've all been productive. They're getting on the score sheet. They're understanding how we want to play, and I think it's from the upperclassmen where they're learning that.
In the summer when everyone came in, that was kind of our goal is, we want to take this program back to where, everyone believes it should be. And I give a lot of credit to our coaching staff. They really just instilled a mindset in us that, we're going to work hard, we're going to be a team, there's going to be no individuals on the team, and, we still have a lot to prove. We still have all of our goals in front of us, and, we're just going to continue to work as hard as we can and trust the coaching staff.
Homer Skoog gets rid of Mercury, sets up behind the cage, and he does it again! Oh, call it the Skoog!
BU men's hockey has a long and storied history. This year's squad is doing its part to add a new chapter, turning something old into a new post-game tradition.
A lot of guys played good tonight, but that's a home game. Greener.
The coaching staff and captains talk about, giving something after the game to player of the game. It's not necessarily the guy that scores 2 goals. It's just maybe a guy that really had an impact on the game. And I think they found it in the equipment room. It's an old jacket in the back someone had found, and they thought it'd be a good idea and have some fun with it. So it's been pretty cool, and a lot of guys have earned it, and it's something special after a game.
Boys, let's keep rolling.
This is probably the closest team that I've ever been on, and I think that's so special, especially in the locker room. Coaches have been doing a great job of keeping us all together and all as one unit. And I know every guy in the locker room loves each other so much, and I think you need that for winning teams, right? It's that's a special characteristic that winning teams have.
And Boston University's Dominic Fensore.
I'm still not sure we've played a game where we've played the right way for 60 minutes, and that's something that we're looking forward to in the second half, to find that way where we can be consistent every game, know what we're going to get every shift, every period, every game.
We have to keep that mindset of one game at a time, 1 week at a time, and just carry that over the second half where we start rolling teams.
Green, the freshman, all alone on Pavicic, and he scores!
Next up, the Hall is calling. We'll take a look at the 2022 BU Athletics Hall of Fame class. Then Athletic Director Drew Marichello sits down with new inductee, hockey legend Marie-Philippe Poulin. So don't go anywhere. Recently, BU was proud to host the 54th Boston University Hall of Fame induction banquet. 8 standout athletes were honored in the first ceremony at the school since 2019. There are now 261 Terriers enshrined in the Hall, including legendary names like Harry Aganis, Jim Craig, Deborah Miller-Palmore, Jack Parker, and many more.
From the class of 2015, Marie-Philippe Poulin.
2015 graduate Marie-Philippe Poulin was one of those inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. She led BU to 4 trips to the NCAA tournament, competing twice for the national championship.
Right out in front, Poulin, score! Who else but Marie-Philippe Poulin, the captain?
A decorated Olympian, she is considered the best female hockey player in the world.
She shoots! She scored! Canada has won gold!
On behalf of the Boston University Hall of Fame, it is my honor to present for induction Marie-Philippe Poulin.
Athletic Director Drew Marichello caught up with this amazing terrier.
It's great to have you back on campus today.
It's awesome to be back.
Marie is back for the Hall of Fame ceremony. She is our first women's ice hockey player to be so inducted. And you told me around the time the ceremony started, this is the first time you've been back since you graduated in 2015. How did it feel?
Oh, it felt amazing, to be honest. Driving back on campus, so many memories. The feeling of being part of that BU family, there's no better feeling. And the 4 years I spent here was probably the best 4 years of my life. And being able to be here, being inducted in the Hall of Fame with amazing athletes, being able to finally say thank you from the bottom of my heart to the BU Athletic, to Brian, to all of them, and be part of my career is something that it's hard to put into words, and it was really heartfelt because it was truly one of the best moments of my life, that's for sure.
Wow. Where to start? Stepping foot on campus last night was really something special and brought me back to some of the best 4 years of my life. Just like Coach DeRocher told me on my first day at BU, you always know where you have made it home when you drive past the SIGGO sign. I would not be standing here today if it were not for everyone I met throughout my 4 years at BU. To my teammates, thank you is simply not enough. You challenged me, pushed me, loved me, and allowed me to be the best version of myself. To this very day, you still hold a very special place in my heart, and my experience at BU would not have been the same without you. Big thank you. You guys have no idea how much it means to see you guys here today. I can go on and on about all the great memories that I have playing for the Terriers and attending BU. But out of everything that I've seen and accomplished so far in my life, one of my proudest moments would definitely be throwing my graduation cap in the air at Nickerson Field on May 15, 2015.
You remarked how graduation was one of your happiest days. Tell us about that.
Well, it's something obviously like when I'm a kid, like I come from a small town in Canada, Beauceville, speaks French. To be honest, if I told myself when I was a kid that I was graduating from American University, I don't think I would believe myself. That moment on May 15, 2015 is a moment where I always gonna remember. I never thought I would do it, being able to be graduated from Boston University, having my parents in the stands, just seeing them, how proud they were, and they always pushed me to get out of my comfort zone. I know it was not easy in English, but you know what? One day it was going to be rewarding. And let me tell you right now, when I can say that I have a diploma from Boston University and people know that I graduated from here, I think I take a lot of pride in.
Coming to BU, I was excited about hockey, winning hockey games, chasing a national championship. After 4 years, I realized it was about far more than that. It was about the people and the connections you made. This school, this hockey program, these people changed my life forever. Once a Terrier, always a Terrier. Thank you very much and congratulations, everybody.
Well, we're proud of you, and we're proud of you for being a graduate and for being a great player, but you also continue to be the same person that you were back then. So I think that's kind of special to have somebody who's, again, on the world stage like you are, but to be as grounded as you always have been. That's great to see. Can we get you back on campus at some point, maybe when we raise your number to the rafters?
I would love to be here.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen at some point, so we'll see you back then.
Thank you.
Oh, we're not done yet. Get loose, because it's time to meet the newest and fastest generation of sprinters on the track and field team. That's next, as BU Terriers Unleashed continues.
My name is Sumi Cameron. I'm a junior diver on the BU Swim and Dive team.
2.8 the degree of difficulty, back 1.5 somersaults, 2.5 twists,
That's a
free.
fantastic dive from Sumi Cameron.
Boston University is all about helping its student athletes, so the athletic department has been using some new wearable technology to help them succeed. It's called Whoop.
So the Whoop is something that all BU athletes got, and we wear it on our wrists, and it's able to track our metrics. So it tracks heart rate, our heart rate variability, and essentially they want us to wear it 22 hours of the day so it can track when we're sleeping and those metrics and what happens when we're in the lift room, or in my case, diving on the boards, and how that goes throughout our day. And it's able to go to our strength and conditioning coaches, and so we're able to see everybody's different metrics, so it's fun to be able to interact with your teammates through it.
The sprinters of the BU track and field team are off and running.
Are you someone that is early to practice? Are you someone that is meticulous in your drills? Are you someone that is required 8 hours of study hall and you get 11 in? Be excellent in everything that you do. And once you establish a momentum of excellence, then be elite. Establish yourself as an elite participant in any endeavor that you're a part of. Once you establish that elite threshold, or you're in that stratosphere, now the nth degree is the standard. Be the standard, be known as the standard.
Being at a school which is as prestigious as Boston University, you have to show up in the classroom as well as off the track in order to be the standard.
There's a new generation of sprinters coming of age for the BU Terriers. Last year, Toby Makayawo came to BU from Great Britain and made an incredible first impression with 2 school records on his first tries. Expectations are high for Toby in year 2, but there are several other Terrier sprinters who are also ready to make their mark.
If I would have told you 3 to 5 years ago, in 3 to 5 years, Boston University is going to go on Texas Relays, and they're going to have not only a guy in the finals of the Texas Relays 100-meter final, but they're going to have a guy that wins, and not only that, they're going to have a guy that runs 9.9. They'd be like, no way.
So it's A-Chain in 4 for A&M. Down in 1, Caleb Jackson. And 6, Ishmael Cone of New Orleans. Now in lane number 3, that's Toby Makoyawo of Boston University, or on the inside.
He has now reestablished the standard of what it means to be a Boston University Terrier.
People often associate running fast times with going to a big school, but when Toby ran 9.9, coming from Boston, it shocked a lot of people. And that's the same mindset that I have, even though I'm at Boston, which is not considered a top school for sprints, it just shows me I can do whatever I want.
It was a special moment, and it's meant a lot to the program as a whole because, earlier that day we ran 39.8 and ran a school record that weekend as well. So it wasn't just Toby, but the program at large is kind of taking his lead, heading in that elite direction.
The momentum from last year carried over into the Sharon Collier Danville season opener at BU's Track and Tennis Center, where the sprinters showcased the team's rising talent with multiple records and top 10 program finishes.
I had a goal of making sure my first 3 steps were big and powerful. I knew running fast was gonna come with it, so I was thinking, just make sure I get my race plan down and make sure I execute well, and then the first place should come. And the time should come.
Representing Boston University, our winner is Michael Onu-Ogbo.
My mentality was go big or go home, because I'm not here to lose, I'm here to win. I've never ran 300 before. I run the 2 and the 4, it's just right in the middle, just run it fast, and I did.
While I was running the race, I didn't feel like I was running that fast. I kind of was just like, get in the blocks, got to get out and just go for it.
Delani Phillips cruising along, just destroying the field thus far.
This is like my senior year. I just went for it, I got out, I was focused on my own lane. I wasn't worried about anyone else who was around me. It was like quiet in my ears, I was just running.
And a big time run for her, and that is a facility record, 37:40 for Nolani Phillips.
The team's incredible success at the season opener has put the entire NCAA on notice. The sprinters of Boston University are coming, and they're coming fast.
That's a point of pride for our team at this point. Is the top of the podium is ours, and we want to be established as the standard in the Patriot League, in New England, eventually at the NCAA level, and we take a lot of pride in that as a group.
I feel like everyone's got a common goal of wanting to succeed, no matter what, putting 100% of their work in, not slacking, and just hyping on everyone.
We want to be great, we want to PR, we want to be at the national championships, indoor, outdoor, everything. We're there to make a name for ourselves and put us on the map.
All right, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time for another exciting episode of BU Terriers Unleashed.